Deoxyribonucleic acid is a self-replicating material which is present in nearly all living organisms as the main component of chromosomes. It is the carrier of genetic information for the development, functioning, growth, and reproduction of organisms and many viruses. Your DNA is divine, for it is from our ancestors, and we must protect it by teaching our future, which are the youth, the importance of our DNA. And I emphasize the upcoming feminine need to know about her genes immensely.
Welcome to Back to the Basics, where you learn facts, hope you embrace it. Watch, like, share, bring in awareness. Watch, like, share, bring in awareness. I'm fearless. Welcome to Back to the Basics, where you learn facts, hope you embrace it. Watch, like, share, bring in awareness. Watch, like, share, bring in.
Unfortunately, many Nubian women have been trained to think and live like the colonizing women of the West, who exchanged bodily fluid before marriage, or they had multiple sex partners, married or not. What they don't know is that through sex or even kissing, they inherit each male's genes. And in the gene lies their ancestors, which goes back 4 generations, both mental and physical, sane and outsane. All is inherited. When this happens, the feminine becomes infected and becomes more masculine, both physically and mentally. This trauma is the wire through the generation, and it can show up in her hands, her feet, her body shape, and even her voice. Her feminine qualities are affected. One symptom of those affected is outspokenness, and the voice of men seems to really anger them. And this anger against men allows her to stress the point of feminine over masculine, instead of balance like the ancients. This is all due to her going from male to male all her life, which results in her misunderstanding the point of true Negroid feminine. Many of you watching this video, in your ignorance, may have been used and abused sexually by an ignorant masculine. And that is unfortunate, and my heart truly goes out to you all. But you must understand that what happened in your ignorance is not your fault entirely. And what happened then, in the past, happened then. And now it is time to prevent the same mistake for our future, which are the children. It's important that we teach the next generation of sacred feminine, whose bodies have not been invaded by an ignorant male's fluid, so that mistakes of the past are never repeated. Teach your daughters to not go from man to man for support or sexual pleasure, for those past males can and will affect how she thinks towards males in her future. The anger which develops from this situation, the outspokenness she acquires, and the aggressiveness are the spirit force and DNA of the males of her past relationships, speaking from inside of her brain by way of her DNA. This affects her relationship with the present male in her life and can even attract her to other females sexually. And it doesn't help that this ignorant society promotes kissing in public, couples who seek 2 females and 1 male sexual entertainment. Sacred feminine, do not allow anyone to make you go against your natural nature. The media promotes twerking and attraction to the female buttocks, and this promotes the desire for anal sex, which also affects the male, whether he cared to realize it or not. For it can lead to male-on-male activities, even if it was not born in him. It is a choice by persuasion by the media. But that was the norm in European history, in both Rome and Greece, which spread all over Europe and is now here in the West. This is the rule of unnatural nature on birth control, without a pill, but by way of the media. They seek to introduce Nubian men to masculine scholastic, the school where stronger men dominate the weaker men, or which they call the prison system, in order to expose them to those forms of perverted contact. It's all planned out by evil beings. And let me be clear, this is not about the biblical or Quranic homophobia. This is an actual plot because people of color produce children on a much larger rate than others. So the evil ones created new programs to enforce unnatural activities in nature to reduce our population. In conclusion, you females who have exchanged bodily fluids sexually with more than 4 males, be very careful to not let those inner voices affect how you relate to males. Protect your mitochondrial DNA and know that you can restore your divine feminine genes. You can overpower their invasions of your body, no matter how many males you exchange bodily fluid, yet not with Caucasoid males. And to both male and females, know that whatever you watch, hear, see, fear, sexual habits, likes and dislikes, pass on for a generation. That also includes health, disease, and mental states. I so hope that this information is beneficial to you watching. I'm Kev Ray, and this is Back to the Basic. Like, share, and subscribe. Peace.
Facts we stated, you wanna know something, go back to basics. Most saw a trap and was called the Matrix. The world frivolized, yet it's hard to face it. So I spread truth, hope you embrace it.